you both. I hope everyone here realizes how lucky we are. Over the 17 years Stone Soup's done things, there are remarkable things that have happened, but because they happen in small clubs or in little storefronts, they're never reviewed. And I'm lucky enough to work with Constance on the Common. There's a good buddy over there named Daniel who works with me. And we haven't seen a show of this content yet this year. We'd be delighted to have these people perform, but we don't book. So you guys get out and tell your neighbors, hey, why don't we have some of these folks up there? Meanwhile, and I mean that sincerely. Let's have another hand for our features. Stephen Wilson with Deborah, Patty Bledsoe, and I would like to include in that applause Dan O'Brien and Dorothy Carter. Thank you all. Now we have 4 readers. Ann Shaughnessy. Let's see if I get the name straight. Ms. Holliday. Is it Brenda? Brenda Holliday. The last reader will be Chris Bernstein, just so that we'll go out happy and laughing. And I'm going to read one Joe Dunn piece and another piece of my own. We'll have 15 more minutes of open starting in about 2 minutes. Don't forget to tip the help, and we'll be back to you in about 2 minutes.
Any other language besides English and French? So you just have to grab attention. Okay. Could you please have your attention? Hello. Next up on the open reading section, I'm going to give your attention to Ann Shaughnessy.
Looking out my window. Red buds on the tree outside my window. Close it. Open me. In flashes, I have felt that we were once one piece of music. But that was back in our past life. And now you stand here, half ensconced in streetlight, right where I ran into you, way out past the pale, with a face that stares out of pain and scares me like an imagined alley across the street behind the tree that you can't see. At this hour of the half hour, when the light shows us neither from the previous day nor into the next, and all I think I can see is the sometimes silhouette of your back, which I want to taste so much I almost already can, someplace at the back of my tongue. By right, I ought to be your white nightlight. I want to be Aristotle Onassis and you my heir. To want and need me simultaneously would be a rare delight. But you don't see that. Don't see me. So what? I won't keep using you for fantasy matter. But don't shop around. Shut up. Down. Inside. I want you, and this is no place I've been before, ever. You are not my lover, but the lever to lift me. Float me under your eyes. Pull down the shade and come over here. I'm just trying to decide what to read next. This is called Sewing for Daughter. It's an old poem of mine. It was back when I was a rebellious teenager. Because even now she's not listening, I burrow further into the 90-degree angle of the cement wall. I'm standing in the concrete corridor outside my dorm room, talking to my mother on a plastic payphone in the corner. Her voice is static and nasal, and she says, I can't believe you threw it away. Have you looked for it after I sewed it? Can't you look? Static, static. Catherine, Catherine, are you there? Can't you? Yes, yes, I say. Of course I'm here, Mom. And for the millionth time, I told you I've looked everywhere. You should have told me that you were sending the skirt along with the hat. I opened the box and all I saw was the hat. I guess the skirt was under the tissue paper, and I thought I did tell you. You should... Look, I'm sorry, okay, but it's done, and I swallow and hold it. Have you talked to anyone? You should My eyes slam closed and I point the phone away from my ear because her voice grabs at my insides. Even now, she's not listening. She's too busy sewing clothes. It's too loud, the machine, too loud. She's bending, straining, bending, thumping thread through patterned hold because constant noise freezes my jaw, and the static scratches behind my eyes because the needle pierces, nagging, stabbing, because it's smothering, because she won't stop sleeving me while I try to, Catherine, you there? Although it must be hard for her to hear me age. This one's a little lighter, I think. This is called Monday Night Walk. It's bright black out here and I'm tired, walking through a wet street night, climbing a hill lined with black wires and dotted with buoys of white light which bob when I step. Wind spatters and trees silhouettes, my black-soled loafers click concrete, a prickly mist chills. A distant hiss grows and climbs up the other side of the hill. A car comes streaming over, blazing 2 full moons on the back street's water. I squint, turn my head, move aside, flash, spatter, spit, then a dying hiss. Me left behind, socks wet, nose dripping. I float into a warm current of wood smoke and hope to be going home to a you, creating my bed even in your sleep, with the shadow of your ancient breath.
That was Shaunessy.